playback off, that playback off, take that playback off like yo. Hey, gotta take that playback off like yo. Hey, I'm out of there, I'm gone. Big racks, they long. I'm hot now, I'm on. Said I wouldn't be shit, they was wrong. I'm out of there, I'm gone. Big racks, they long. I'm hot now, I'm on. Said I wouldn't be shit, they was wrong. Mo, I been had sauce, truffle. I been in my bag, duffel. Bitch, I'm a dog, muzzle. Always had to get it off the muscle. A nigga stay drippin', puddle. If a nigga hatin', then it's fuck. Bitch, I'm an animal, jungle. We put this shit together, puzzle. I just wanna stack my chips like Lay's, Doritos, and Ruffles. I'm always pop my shit. If a nigga talk crazy, then I swear we can scuffle. These niggas know they can't stop shit. They just group up and talk about a nigga. Huddle. Bitch, we on two different things. I grind for this shit. I really been through the struggle. I'm out of there. I'm gone. Big racks. They long. I'm hot now. I'm on. Said I wouldn't be shit. They was wrong. I'm out of there. I'm gone. Big racks. They long. I'm hot now. I'm on. Said I wouldn't be shit. They was wrong. They said I couldn't do it, so I did it. Picture me can by the image. These niggas washed up, vintage. I got these niggas mad, live. Every day a nigga gotta get it. I know that I'm the top, trending. Hey. I put in so much work, now they see me as a threat to the shit, so they treat me like a menace.
Okay, we're live, baby.
Oh, we are live.
Yeah, if you saw my hand signals, you would know.
Yes, I know.
Yeah, well, when you go like this, I don't know what the fuck that means. All right, we're live.
Can people
baby.
still not hear Eric though?
No, they can hear me now.
Oh, okay.
If you read my email earlier, you would know.
I'm sorry.
That they can hear me.
But Eric.
Yeah.
Eric's talking. You can't hear Eric on the stream apparently, right?
No. You can't.
Okay. All right, that's confusing.
hear
So
me
maybe.
now.
All right. Anyway, we're
And
back.
see me.
Thursday,
Sorry about that.
5:04, and we're doing dev meeting. Jordy just had the AKs under her bed, so I wouldn't show up at her house.
Mm-hmm.
She's strapped up. She knows how to shoot that thing. So, what were you gonna say, Walter?
I was gonna ask Eric if we're on YouTube, but I'm just gonna go check because I'm sitting there at the computer. I'm gonna check if we're on YouTube.
We should.
I think the only push notification I get on my phone now is Truth Point, no matter what time it is. So whoever's still doing that, we got to figure that out. So welcome to Truth Point. I'm your host, Derek. And we have $500 to give away today. We're not stopping. A pandemic can't stop us.
Damn the pandemic.
But listen, we hope you're being safe.
Pandemic.
Yeah, welcome to the camdemic.
Mm-hmm.
I want to say something though that I think about a lot, and I know I don't want to tell people what to do with their money, but we're offering this $500 every week for people to, you know, again, I don't know what situation you're in, but to put this back into the business, maybe get the mic that you needed, get the talent that you needed to voice a part, you know. Because the more you come back and have this shit proofed, the bigger the checks be, more.
But also because like the quarantine lifestyle that we're living, we are looking for shows that people can literally just do at their home, at their apartment, at their condo, at their beach house. Just like, you know, if you're using graphics, if you're using stock images, we're literally talking to a lot of people right now about stuff we can get on the air that can be done in that manner and ideas in there. So you'll get an extra bonus if you're pitching something that we
done
can do
at that manner and at your manner. Because Jordy, she lives in the west or east wing of the estate. Nothing. All right. Well, I can't see the fucking chat room, so I don't know what anybody's saying.
If you pop out the chat, if you go and do the little pop-up
popped
thing.
out.
Okay. It's easy.
All right, here we go. All right, Daddy's in. But do you see the bag board? Bag board was up.
Yeah, what's up?
Yeah, I mean, Eric just throws we don't even get to ask for it no more. He just puts it up.
Threw it up.
Yeah,
You were talking about.
I think it was timed
I
correctly.
know you were talking about the board.
All right.
What I am going to throw up now are some guidelines about pitching
You're
today.
gonna throw up, Eric?
I'm going to throw up right in your faces.
Eric said he's gonna throw up.
some
I think
important instructions.
if you're sick, dude, you should probably not be on the stream right now.
I'm going to dry cough up some instructions for you.
All right, Eric put the instructions on the board. Please pay attention to them.
Yes.
We want to give you the floor when it's your turn. Go to the tiny.cc. I haven't seen a tiny.cc link in years, but thank you for that. /AS West. Get your mic. Get your webcam. Oh, sorry, you don't need any of those, but the mic, because we're talking to people. And then make sure you have your links. Make sure they're not some fucking whack permissions up. Throw them in the Adult Swim chat, okay? And then you fill out that release. And hopefully we see you and your project on the board for some money.
And then,
We got people lining up. Look at this. Look at this.
The flip switch challenge. Ken wants to judge your flip the switch challenge videos too.
No,
Yeah,
I
yeah.
want to see your Meg Thee Stallion Savage challenge.
That too.
Any challenge, but basically, if you want to do Ice Bucket now, it's never too late to roll out the
Did you
Ice
do
Bucket.
the flip the switch challenge?
Did I do the flip the switch challenge? No, I have not done any. Of
She
these
flipped the
TikToks.
switch with, no, I was good. Oh, man, I had a
Jody
really good one, but I'm not going to do it.
Mm.
I'm not going to do it.
Jody walks into the party and flips the lights on. What's going on?
Who's drinking in here? Huh? Are you 21?
Let's do a call. Let's do a call.
All right, let's go call.
All right. I already know who I want to get in because I want to know what's happening here.
All right,
Oh, I just want to say
bring-
before we begin, Walter, if you see behind him, has installed a 14-foot bong apparatus. Holy, if you don't get your fucking sound booth ass to
Hey!
right away.
I want to find out what's happening here.
Damn.
What do you live
Okay.
at? Bruce Springsteen's house or something?
Where do you are you in the stew? Where are
Yo,
you?
dog, I got my own home studio going. Gotta make
are
these
you on-
videos going.
Are you on this set of Little Dicky's new show on FX? Dave?
I wish.
Oh shit. What do you make music in the stew, or what is the stew for?
So the studio is for doing like podcasts. I also have a green screen that comes down. I do skits, bunch of different types of stuff. It's just kind of like a Swiss Army knife of everything that's video production. So like challenge videos, whatever. I need a space where I can create.
This is nicer than the studio we're not allowed to be in right now.
Well,
Can I ask how long you've had that set up?
I've had this set up for a few months. I just wrapped up a couple commercial projects, and I was like, I want my own home studio. Let's do it. So I
That's awesome.
researched
I
it
feel
and
like
built
that. I feel like that's the dream these days. Like I would love to have something like that in my house. What type of podcast do you do?
No one. You don't need a studio, Walter. Please.
Duh.
No one wants to hear
Maybe
you fucking
Walter
rap.
wants to do.
I mean, like I said, it's kind of like the Swiss Army knife. So it's not really for podcast specifically, but it can do podcasting, and I can have people come in and like hang out and shit post or do skits or do update videos, whatever else I want to do. I make a lot of different types of stuff on YouTube, LinkedIn, whatever. So I just needed the space where I could make it all happen.
Well, you got the professional equipment. Do you have the professional pitch?
I do have the professional pitch. All right, I'm gonna drop in the link.
No. I was mimicking Nickelodeon Guts.
So just to
It's
kind of kick
Foxy?
it off. So yep, it's Foxy. That's the link in there.
Hey, and he's even got the permissions open.
Cool.
Sweet. So the long and the short is, I guess like the overview, the log line. It's about a burned out office worker who is led to believe that internet fame is the only thing that'll make him happy. So it's really about an adventure of two guys doing whatever it takes to try to get some internet fame to kind of go over their sad existence. I would actually go for the pitch Bible. The pitch Bible has a lot of artwork and stuff. I just kind of dropped in the overview just in case. So it's a hybrid.
Okay.
It's I would say it's about 75% live action and 25% animated. It's serialized, so it has a beginning, a middle, and an end. It's kind of reminds me of things like Fight Club, Fight Club meets Breaking Bad meets Mr. Robot meets an anime. So it's a really interesting hybrid.
Yeah, that's a Google Hangout of things coming together.
Oh yeah.
I bought it. Sorry.
Oh, you just activated my Siri. That's funny.
That's great.
Hey, hold on. Hey Siri.
Hey Siri, tell us what the hell this guy's talking about.
Mine went off.
It stopped. Oh yeah.
All right, take us through the idea.
Okay, cool. So what essentially happens is we have this guy who works at an like a life-sucking ad agency. So he's the kind of guy who just kind of went along with the flow, and he had dreams and things he wanted to do, but it's been put on the back burner, and he's kind of just stuck doing things that really make him miserable. And by happenstance, he starts trying to like improve his life. And he comes across this like narcissistic, manipulative, like influencer character on the street who comes up in his face with a camera and says, "Oh, give me like, he's asking him all these goofy questions, trying to get something funny." And he gets curious and he's like, why are you doing this exactly? Like, what moves you to create this kind of stuff? He just got really interested because although he does advertising, commercial stuff, we have this wacky guy in the street who's doing something else and it looks like he's having fun. He's just really curious about what he's doing. So he gets led down this rabbit hole. The manipulative, like social media influencer character, essentially he needs someone to help him achieve his dream of internet fame. So he manipulates this, advertising savant to come on a journey to try to help him become famous online. And it's really interesting because I think the most interesting part about the show is that I want to have it have there's a narrative that's going to exist in the show contained about, it's going to have character development and it's going to have a point A and a point B and C, but I also want it to exist as its own YouTube channels as well with exclusive content. So imagine this.
All right, hang on. Because this, sorry to stop you. And last week we needed to kind of interject more, I think. So sorry that you're the first of the list. But so I'm just gonna jump to it. Like this idea is pretty familiar, and that's fine. I guess I see some videos here. And also your first thing, which I appreciate you. I don't know if you've seen the show before, but how it stands out. I haven't gotten a chance to read, but tell us how you see this standing out.
How I see it standing out is like, so I'm a guy who loves delivering to his fans. Like I'm someone who's made content and has had thousands of fans, and I'm always trying to like make them happy and give them something really cool and unique. So what this show is going to be doing is imagine a season, episode 1 comes out and they're like stoked on the concept and they're looking for more. They go onto the YouTube channel and our Facebook watch page, etc. And there's all this backlog of exclusive content that ties into it. Okay. So I think what makes it stand out is it's really a huge experience for these fans to really be immersed in this universe that we're creating. So it's kind of like mixed reality too, where the characters are developing in the show and they're also developing in real time, where they can be involved in the experience.
Should we run one of these Foxy concept videos?
Yeah, let's go for it. So this example is showing how we could do topical content. So the show is evergreen, but we want to use our social media platforms to do the topical stuff that's going to drive the traffic there and really market the show.
Yeah. Eric, I think it's in the Bible. Do you want to just run it off the...
Are they YouTube clips? Because that's all we can
keep going.
Effectively
yes, they are.
Here. Okay.
Yes, they are.
All right. This is good television, watching me scroll.
Yes, it is.
No, it's not.
We also have celebrities, by the way.
What do you mean, in the videos or
the show? Santino Rice is one of our
Rather
characters,
than play
and
it
he's
this way, I have to do it this way.
So this is a coronavirus meme, by the way, if it loads.
You say you have like your team has like billions of.
Yeah.
The coronavirus is spreading more and more every day. It is highly contagious, so you'll want protection when you go outside. Highly contagious. These medical masks will do the trick, but they lack personality. Corona. Don't you want to look good while combating this airborne menace? That's why we wear a designer line of medical masks called Corona Ready, so you can express yourself while you stay safe from this deadly disease. Nothing says sexy like a cotton mask covering half of your face. Coronavirus. But when you're feeling wild, shy, and everything in between, find something that will fit your style. You don't want to be caught dead in these cheap white masks when you can be looking Instagram ready. Ooh. When you're out in the streets, just ask yourself, are you Corona ready?
All right.
Corona ready. This ain't your grandma's
So-
plague mask.
I think I get it.
Yo, those
So, I
masks
mean,
aren't that crazy.
What?
Those masks aren't that crazy. Like, I was like, I got masks here that are like crazy.
Yeah, maybe
Yeah,
I should
Matt.
up my game. But
So wait.
that's the kind of
Sorry,
Mhm.
there's a little bit of delay. What's your channel called?
it's called Foxy.
Oh,
I mean,
okay,
so the show is called Project Foxy, and it's the universe in which
okay.
these characters exist in, trying to make this happen.
Okay.
I gotta be honest, man. I like how you've put things together more than what you're showing us.
Mhm.
It sounds like you have a YouTube and you have a lot of people watching. So maybe if there's a particular video, like, hey, this is like one of my favorite things I've made, we'll go like check out your stuff. But I think as Cam's point earlier, like it's got to be more impactful in one way or the other.
You know, and one thing, I mean, what I'll say is like, you know, Adult Swim is always kind of most of our shows have just ran in this timeless zone, and this is really catering to, you know, a current moment and kind of you know, it also feels like it's leaning to more online rather than like it feeling like more traditional TV, and that's not the worst, but I think timelessness is kind of for us always like been a priority, and not feeling like you're, you know, I don't know,
Well,
you know,
if I
flavor of the week or something, and not that this isn't flavor of the week, but all right, sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, you do got to get other people in here.
Yeah.
Let's see.
But Walter, what are we gonna do?
We're gonna put them on the board. You're actually top
Put
of the
them on
board.
the fucking board. Let's go.
And I don't think you're an easy out, but I don't think you're unbeatable either. I'm gonna be honest. You can be beat, but as of now, you're undefeated.
Thanks for calling, buddy.
Thank you, Jason.
Thank you for having me.
All right. Eric,
Yeah.
who do we have next? Oh, can we hear you now? Is that the deal, or you were
Yeah.
just okay?
I
God.
only said that 3 times already. It's cool.
Okay. So wait, are you? Can I? You're on the show right now.
You can hear me, and people at home can
Well,
hear
then
me.
fucking pull out your axe. You're at home. At least show us something. God.
Oh, shit.
Whoa.
I just sent everybody.
Hello?
No.
Oh, shit.
No, one
Will
second.
Barker,
Eric,
you're
you
the first one
just
to speak.
fucking-
You get to say.
Hold on.
But I don't think you're unbeatable.
Hello?
Sorry, everybody.
It's like
You gotta call back.
I want to talk to Will Barker.
Yeah, Will
what's
Barker
up?
I want
talk
to talk
first.
to
He's
Pierce. Spelled wrong.
Dude, Buffet hit me up on Twitter. We gotta talk
Everybody
to
else
you.
call back, please. Sorry.
All right. Sorry, guys.
Actually, Pierce can hang out and smoke that blunt.
Yeah, Pierce, if you're just going to sit there and blaze, then that's cool. You just fucking hang out.
All right.
Will, what's going
Hi.
on, Will?
That was a lot.
Hi, thanks for having me on. It's been a long time trying to get on. Sorry, I'm like really nervous. But
No, all good. You got a pitch for us?
yeah, I do. So it's a show called The Johnny Show, and it's the story of Johnny 1 and Johnny 2, and they live in a world full of Johnnies, and no one seems to care or notice. And this is episode 3 in season 1, but I also have like a couple other experiments I did before this one came up, before I like committed to The Johnny Show.
Cool.
Sweet. Are you, where are you?
He's like, no, that's it.
I'm True Frogma. It's
Okay.
Oh, there you go.
I got you. Sorry.
Okay. Eric, you going to run it?
Yep. It is a video. 1 second.
I'm going to see if you
We
run
like
it,
videos
run it.
here.
Yeah, I haven't seen a clip in
Musical song. Yeah. Music song. Woo, yeah. Lyrics to the song.
Hey, I'm going
is
on a
this.
walk. I
Yeah.
need to
Ooh, do.
clear my head for a second.
Oh, that's a great idea, Johnny 2. The viewers haven't seen the outside world yet. What? Huh? What? What? Huh?
I'm leaving.
All right, well, good luck with clearing your head or whatever. Ooh, do. Bark.
Johnny, chill out, Johnny. Chill, Johnny.
Why?
Because nothing matters, Johnny.
Why?
Because it doesn't matter.
Why?
Because nothing is real. It's all made up in your head.
Why?
Because your brain is very powerful.
Hey, you want to look like me?
I bet you wish you looked like me.
Pay me money and I will make you look like me.
I want to look like you. You're so pretty.
For you, I'll do it for free.
Okay.
Now close your
I am
eyes.
so aware of my surroundings.
I am aware. Look at me, looking at you. Look at that. It's me, right here, in my surroundings, surrounded by them. Look, I'm aware of it. I'm aware of it all. I'm aware of it. And it's here. There it is. There you are. Hello, surroundings. Good. Hi, surroundings. Hello. Hello, surroundings. Hi, I'm aware of you. I am aware of you. You are there. I swear it. I'm pretty sure you are all there, surroundings. Hello. Okay, let's maybe have him. Oh shit, Sting. Hold on, hold the fucking phone. Wow, they're here. They're here, I think.
Wow. Excited, Doise. I'm so excited.
Hi, I'm Johnny. Nice to meet you. Pleasure. Hello, I'm Johnny. Nice to meet you. Hi, I'm Johnny. It's a pleasure. It's Johnny. I'm Johnny. It's a pleasure. Why don't we? It's a pleasure. You. Why don't we have Johnny take? Or sorry, Johnny. Will. Why don't we have Will take us through an episode?
Well, it's a simple concept. I was kind of just seeing it as like a small sort of thing, like 2 or 3 minutes per thing, kind of just like little sketches and experiments that I've, just me trying to be goofy and funny inside of a world that I'm constructing loosely with, just Google searched images and, whatever I can sort of scrap together with stuff.
It looks really cool. You've got like a cool aesthetic.
Cool.
But,
Yeah.
what?
Oh, go ahead.
Sorry, Walter. What were you saying?
No, go for it.
I was gonna say, what is like? What can we expect in an episode, like story wise?
Well, Johnny 2 lives in this world, and he's the only one that realizes what's going on. And sorry, this is the first time I've like had to pitch something, but
no, it's all good.
Yeah.
Also,
yeah,
like
so,
if you have a document, we'll check out the video, and then also if you have paperwork too. Paperwork.
It's
it's
not much of like a pitch deck. I sort of just put a little bit on my website, and you can see like the other episodes that I've done. There's if you scroll down, there's season 1, and there's 3 episodes that I've done for that, and then season 0, which is like where I was trying to experiment with this sort of style. And mostly I wanted it to rely on just the sketch and like me being funny, but I wanted to like slip in a little bit of lore where you can sort of like, think about what this world is and like what Johnny is sort of discovering. Kind of like how Don't Hug Me, I'm Scared had like, it was like a goofy sort of song and dance sort of thing, but you could watch it and then be like, oh, look at this thing in the background that matches up with this other thing in this episode, and things sort of in that manner. But yeah,
it made me think of Don't Hug Me, I'm Scared. And then like the background of everything is pretty awesome. I think like when you play everyone, like to me it's a tricky thing because it's fun to play with, but like I think it runs out pretty fast, and you need to get into this lore or mystery really. I think probably even it sounded like that's where it was going, where he's going to start trying to like, because I think you probably need the story to start driving it, because it's only you only get so far with you playing everybody. Like I could easily see other people in it, and maybe it feeling more interesting, unless you really jump into where he is and the reason for it, and that being interesting.
I feel you. Yeah, that makes sense.
But look, I mean, we'll give you the benefit of the doubt. Maybe that's the first episode, and you're trying to set the scene a little bit. But we'll check it out. I mean, I think it looks really cool. I think you made some cool color choices.
Yeah, off how cool it looks, it's number one on the board to me.
I agree.
Cool.
Cool. Well, thanks for calling, Will. We'll take a peek.
Why did you choose the name Johnny? Because there's like, what's that, Eric? What's that movie with like Johnny Fox?
It's called Jackass 3D. It's Johnny Knoxville.
No, disassemble.
But why Johnny? Why not Will?
There was
Johnny
one.
Sugar.
It is cute, but it was when I was like doing these experiments. It's the fourth episode in season 0 or whatever. I made a thing called "Why Did She Name Us Both Johnny?" And it's Johnny 1 and Johnny 2, and their mother named them both Johnny. And they're like, "Why are we both named Johnny? This doesn't make any sense." And someone left a comment on that video being like, "I just stumbled into the Johnny show," and I was like, okay, maybe I'll just maybe I'll run with that.
All right.
Very nice.
Cool,
Thanks
man.
for calling in. Or
Awesome.
whatever,
Yeah.
streaming it.
I appreciate
All right,
it. Thank
Will.
Yeah, thank you.
So Walter Jordy's number 1 on the board. We're giving him style points.
I think that clip, it just like didn't get into the story fast enough. But I don't.
Yeah, but I also think maybe we didn't give it enough of a chance because
No, I'm just saying that when people show us a clip,
for sure,
like we're probably gonna only
We're professionals.
Scrub.
We're professionals here. We can eyeball a good show in 25 seconds.
I'm still am, but one day I'll be able to.
Yeah, you are am, but Jordan
I'm JV. You know what I'm saying?
Soft Rosh.
But that's all right. Eric's not even off the bench yet, but that's okay.
How many dangles you get off in Soft Rosh hockey?
There's no such thing. But if it were, it would be infinite.
They don't have Soft Rosh hockey?
My screen name on PS. No, we don't. There's no high school hockey here, man. We're in California.
In
Canada, that Sunshine State.
In Canada, do they play hockey at like Soft Rosh, JV, varsity, or is it just always the top?
There's club, and I mean there is high school hockey in the States. There is what's called prep school. It's really good, and then Minnesota has a pretty good high school hockey program. But yeah, if you go to a dope prep school, like my boy, who went to, we would go to Gilmore Academy in Ohio and play those guys, and they have like a varsity and a JV and like everything down. But like if you're going to school somewhere else, you're not going there to play on the JV team. You got to make the varsity otherwise. Bye-bye. But yeah, no. Frosh off, never.
Jordan played
fly.
I did not.
She did.
Do another call.
How did they let a senior play Frosh off?
Let's let Ben Rivera back in, see if his mic works.
Yeah, where's fucking Ben at?
Here he is.
Ben's my God, he was on last week.
Oh yeah.
Remember
he had technical.
Yeah.
Oh.
Hello?
Ben.
We can hear him.
Hey, perfect.
Hey.
Yeah.
Oh well, it's kind of.
What's going on?
Nothing much.
Gentle Ben.
Ben had polo.
Can you guys hear him?
I can hear him.
Kinda.
Oh, okay.
Can you hear me?
Yep.
Testing.
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. Oh, finally.
Talk on the mic like
Well.
you're playing a harmonica, though. Honestly, it helps.
Sure. Like this?
Yeah.
Okay, so you hear me louder that way.
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. So, you are looking for ideas that are timeless, and you're also looking for ideas that took many months of preparation.
Yes.
Now, here's a
We
pitch.
know we're dealing with a veteran.
Here's a pitch that I've been working. Here's a pitch that I've been working on since September, but for some reason it got very topical all of a sudden. Let me check if there's a link in the chat.
Oh, I still have the doc from last week, if it's the same thing.
Oh, I have an updated one.
Okay.
That has episode synopsis.
Oh.
That's what I get for being
He's
prepared.
working on it till the fucking.
Try it.
Sorry, Eric.
Is that a outlet that's way up high on the door? That's an ill place to have an outlet.
Alright.
Oh yeah, that is high.
Yeah, my air outlet it's on the frame of my board. So yeah. You see now?
Yeah.
Okay. So the show is called Worst Possible Scenario. In 8 words, it's a food delivery app for a reclusive apocalyptic city. Now the concept of this was that climate change happened and the weather became too extreme to survive in it. So it was like full on sandstorms and extreme hotness and frozen tundras and stuff. But technology has peaked, and everyone who had a thermostat in their home could live in it as if it were a bunker. Now, how do you get food and resources without ever getting out of your home? You call a food delivery app. And this story centers around a team of 3. They are hardcore, top of their game. They have motorcycles and special suits that can resist the weather, and they go from point A to point B. And the idea goes from the team, the company that runs it, and the many citizens of the city. If you look at character descriptions, you can see the 3 main characters. One is Kit. He's cheerful, he's enthusiastic, he feels some sense of pride about all this, about trying to help people, about being the link between the people and their food, and everyone else just says it's not that big of a deal. Violet, she's hardworking, she's edgy, she is a self-acclaimed leader of the team, and she tries to find unorthodox ways to deal with troubles. And Elliot, he's an easygoing, supportive guy who had a past that people don't talk about, but he wants to like move away from that and be known as a good, trustworthy person. Below, there are like supportive characters. There's the CEO of the company, Patrick McMahon. He runs the entire Fritz-run company and all its subsidiaries, and he can fire someone in public and look good doing it. He has a great presence. Carmen, she's on the background. She's the trainer of the squad. She has a reputation of being tough and ruthless, but she knows what she's doing. Dr. Christine Persh, below, she's one of the many inhabitants of the city who actually wants to find a way of trying to get everyone safe outside. He tries to take back the streets by finding some item or some technique that can make people survive the weather and not stay at home forever. And there's Bud and Tara, who live in a gas station in the middle of nowhere. Bud is the confidant of the entire group, who can a person who you can just talk with, and he has great advice. And Tara just wants to see the world. She just wants to get out. And below there are some episode synopses.
Do
like
you
pilot.
wanna? Yeah. Do you want to walk us through like your favorite one? It doesn't have to be the pilot, but whichever one.
Oh, sure. I think my favorite one would be Farewell Tour. So the Farewell Tour will be about 3 metalheads, 3 metal fans, Hugh, Kirk, and Philip, who make a massive order for delivery. So much that all 3 of the team go into the house, and they find out that it was all a trap. The motorheads just steal their gear and they ran away in their motorcycles, and the 3 of them are stuck in their homes, in the citizens' home. Now, while Violet tries to find a way of like trying to get those motorcycles back, the metalheads stop at a building and throw a serenade at their favorite band, trying to see them for the last time because one of the bassists got really sick and they would just want to see him. Another thing, I think for the pilot, something that I may have had to put in this pitch document is the threat of a new species, a new predatory species of animals that just hunts drivers. And the worst thing about it is that when they die, if they get killed or if they die on their own, they decompose instantly. So like you can't even eat them. It's a cruel joke from animator.
Mm-hmm. So, hey, Ben, quickly, because I like this.
Yes.
You're using the setting well. Like, I think there's a reason for it to be a post-apocalyptic, and we're always like, if you're coming up with that sort of pitch as your crux, it's not a very interesting in. But I think you're using the setting wisely, and everything kind of like working around it makes sense and ties in together nicely. My question is this tonally, because
Totally.
I think there's some cool stuff happening here. I don't know if I'm picturing it as like more of a drama and less of a
I wanted to be funny, but I also wanted to have.
So it's trying to. Are we
I
back?
Mean, are we back?
We never
Yes,
left.
I'm using my internet connection.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh, sorry.
So, I want this show to be funny, of course, but I also wanted to have a little bit more stakes in the terms that some choices that characters make and some techniques that people use on how the world works, they have consequences later on. I feel like one way that I wanted to stand out was seeing in how many adult animated shows they use like death as a punchline. And even in this, if you see some of descriptions here, we can use death as a joke, but we also want to expand on that, on imagining an apocalypse that isn't nihilistic, that isn't people on their own, that isn't people wanting each other to die. And I don't know. I also find very funny the idea of like trying to apply logic to nonsense, to make something like that.
Apply what did you say? Sorry.
To apply logic to nonsense, to like make something that is completely ridiculous, but having it make sense in their own world.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Shit.
Like
I feel like we get it.
We're back.
Walter,
Sorry.
do you have any
Just
notes
having
on
some
this?
internet
No, I mean we'll check out the stories. Like
connection
there's nothing
trouble.
like jumping out at me. And I agree with Cam. I'm trying to figure it out. What it is tonally, and I'm not mad at balancing like a serious story with the comedy. I'm just, when you think of stuff like that, be it like a show like Atlanta, that's not an all-out comedy, but it sets kind of a unique feeling tone, and that's what I'm trying to find. And maybe by reading the stories, we'll check it out. But I mean, you're on the board.
We're on the board.
I forgot the first one already. What was it?
Project Foxy.
That was the Johnny show.
And
Foxy
worst
show.
possible scenario.
Okay, 2. I would put it above Foxy, in my opinion.
Yeah, I'm with that.
Okay, great.
Very well.
Thanks, Ben.
Thank you so much.
Thanks, man. Thanks for everything.
Sorry, my internet just started
thank you.
acting up.
Sorry,
Thanks, Ben.
Cam's on a slight
Okay,
delay.
I think I'm back now.
Here? Okay.
Fuck.
I can't believe my budget AT&T internet's been holding up this whole time. It's crazy. Who'd have thunk it?
You want to do another call?
Let's do it. Let's see who. This guy's got a prop. Was that a disapproving grunt?
No, it's just he can't.
Ladies and gentlemen,
It better be a
Carrot Top.
puppet. Please be a puppet. Yeah. A puppet. What's up, Kyle?
Can you hear us?
I can. So I'm streaming you guys on a different computer. I guess there's a lag, huh?
There's
Yeah.
No,
Oh, if you're
Yeah.
watching the stream, don't watch
yeah,
the
on the
stream.
stream. There's always a delay. You should
Shut that one
listen
down
to
and come over to this one.
whereby.
All right, cool. What is up? I was actually I was just messaging with Danya Levine today on LinkedIn, and she was like, "Hey, you should try to come on this show with your show." And I was like, "Oh, cool. Let me check it out."
Dope.
Cool.
Shout out
Came to the right place.
Yeah, cool. Yeah, so the show's called J City Heights. I live with a bear. This is actually a life-size replica bear costume. The mouth moves. So the bear talks. He's kind of a hipster, and he's like really sensitive. He's never been laid. He really wants to have sex with a human, a girl, but obviously it's difficult because most girls don't go for bears. We live together in Jersey City. We've done about 7 short episodes. Some of them are like 10 minutes long. Some of them are only like a minute long. Yeah, and they're up on YouTube. I think we get, a couple thousand views. We've won a bunch of film festivals with some of them, so it's going pretty well.
You act like you don't know how many views you
Why don't you drop
how do
the episode
okay, hang on.
to the chat that you think we should watch?
So I actually just made a quarantine video for
Is
it.
that the one you think we should watch?
I think you should watch this one first. It's only 45 seconds, and then if you want to see more or whatever, hang on, let me pull this up.
You guys see that thing that was going well, it didn't go viral, but the bear that ripped that guy's face off?
Oh my god, yeah.
No. What?
Like,
That's
they
a party.
ended up killing the bear, but the bear, like, his face is gone. Like, it's like, it's crazy.
It just happened? Like during the quarantine?
If you
By
guys
the
want
way,
to talk
if you
over
just
this, you have
tap
to
the M key,
unmute
you
your
can
mic.
unmute.
Sick.
He's in a bunch of festivals.
Sorry, you were muted. What did you just say?
So that was just like a little kind of teaser we cut for social. But if you click, that's a playlist, the link that I sent. If you click the next link down, you'll see the start of our most recent and best episode, Bear and Bitcoin. It's a parody of John Carpenter's They Live, where the bear and my character find out that Bitcoin's an alien plot for world domination, and we end up having to kill them. How do I get rid of
Cool.
Still need to get some Bitcoin, man.
Don't get it.
How's it doing now?
I was trying to get it. It was dropping, but then it popped back up now. But I'm gonna catch it at some point.
No, I just shit. I got a lot going on.
You don't recommend buying Bitcoin?
No, no. If you see the episode, you'll know why.
You don't want to talk
What
about
about toilet paper?
I see the angle of this thing.
You gotta buy some toilet paper.
Why is everybody so crazy over this toilet paper?
I mean,
The
I
whole,
needed
Can
it.
you please explain
I
to
got
me?
it, though.
Panic buy thing is a little ridiculous, to be honest.
I will say,
Sorry.
Oh.
Getting off topic.
Sorry.
no, but toilet paper is one thing I trust Cam on, because Cam got me. It was on this show about 3 or 4 years ago. You got me to the wet wipe, which I've been using since.
That's
But I'm
still,
starting to-
people don't buy it up. It's still like on the shelves, I feel like.
Yeah,
I didn't
and they're better.
see any on the shelves.
Oh, really?
I got to get a bit.
But hey, listen, Kyle.
Yes.
We should watch your thing. Eric, is there a way we could pull up a little bit of it?
Actually, just go ahead and drop the link. He actually took initiative and dropped that YouTube link himself. Go ahead and throw that one in.
So that was a.
Oh, and then just share my screen.
Yeah, he just
In the
That
chat.
threw in the YouTube.
In
link.
like
You go-
art in the whereby chat.
No, like if you just hit the share link and hit the YouTube link, he dropped it in himself. So if you can play that, real
So
quick,
that it's
Kyle.
a playlist on YouTube. So if you just do the next one down, the first one was the fake.
I
Now
don't. Unless you send me the link,
Oh,
I don't
okay.
see that list. Either you drop that in yourself or.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
Let me,
Yep.
I'll go to the
Hang
next.
on. I'll do it. I'll share my screen.
No, you
This
don't
isn't
share the screen,
complicated.
Cam,
I'll
just
check
copy
your-
the YouTube link in. I don't
Oh
have-
God.
God. See, he's dropping the link here.
Yeah.
Someone dropped.
I got
some of
it.
Okay. All right.
And then what?
Hit
I
the
share my screen,
button,
right?
And then you click the YouTube
Dude.
link on the share.
I was on it. Oh God.
This is what happens when we don't follow the rules and get into Adult Swim chat and drop our links. Get
So
off my back.
I'm sorry.
Dang.
That's a try on me.
No, Kyle. This has nothing to do with you.
You piece of shit. You think that you can fool me?
I can't. Dude, we have to pay our rent, like, right the fuck now. You gotta make a few bucks? I think I can help you out.
Jonah Hill.
Maybe these people really need the drugs.
You're taking the listing.
I could bring some people by later today.
Ah!
bring people by. You don't be here. You think you scare me? You fucking bear? Bear, look out!
Something smell like shit?
I'm coming, Fluffy! Come on, man! He's gonna chop us up into little pieces, bro! Dude, bump fight. Yo, I've seen these on YouTube, man. They're hilarious. Take this shit, huh? Whose money? Are you about to steal money from a dead body? Yeah.
Dude, there's a shitload of money in here.
We should report this. God wants us to have this money, man. Okay? He knows that we're really, really good people. We're just having a tough time right now, okay? We deserve this money.
All right.
Okay.
I mean, we're gonna watch the rest.
911. What's the emergency?
Seems like it gets lit.
Help!
Seems like it's a lit alert.
Tonally,
All
does
that
it
violence.
change from like episode to episode?
So we've done a couple, like I guess you could call them seasons, sort of. But so the first one was the one that we teased like previously on. So that was season 1. That was they were just trying to get rent money because their landlord threatened them. So they ended up selling drugs and trying to sell an apartment because my character's a real estate agent. And then the next one is the Bear and Bitcoin one. So that was the one we were about to start. That's a 3-parter. But what I'd be pitching to Adult Swim would be season 3, which is called LA Bear. And the bear becomes a country music singer because he has like secretly a really good country music voice. And he moved out to LA, which actually is where I'm living now, and becomes a country music singer. And you know, not to ruin what's going to happen in the season, but he goes off the rails and they get addicted to drugs and all these crazy things happen here in LA.
Here's my question, because like it looks fine and everything, but like to use the bear the way you're using it, I feel like it doesn't really have a personality. I feel like some of the joke is that it's just it's a regular person. So I guess you're putting the bear in some funny circumstances, but I'm like, I want to dig the bear and think the bear is interesting, but that's what's missing for me. Because the bear
would more. I think you do. People love this bear. I mean, it might not look like much here because I'm holding it, and that was like just a kind of little piece of a trailer.
What is the bear's personality?
He's a hipster, and he's shy and he's sweet. He's not like what you'd think a bear would be. He's kind of he's a little
hipster. But here's the thing: a hipster's not that interesting at this point. Like you're gonna have to get more trickier than that.
Listen, all right. Hey, as being the only hipster on the call, right? I'm a full-on hipster. You know, look at me. I'll say that I don't know if a hipster is like a defined thing. I think you got to really – hipster is not a great descriptive word. I think you got to like let us know what that is, because you could say Blake from Workaholics is a hipster, but you know, because he looks kind of like that or something, but like that's not his personality, right? His personality is very different on the show. So, and maybe we'll find that out by watching your series, which we'll check it out. But that's just, I think that's a pretty good note. Like, you know, the personality's got to really stand out and make us be like, oh fuck, I can't wait to see that bear on screen again. He's so funny, or he's so scary, or whatever the thing that, like, you know, makes us curious.
Yeah, and I think that would also like bring to the forefront the dynamic that you're showing between this bear and his roommate. I guess right now he's kind of getting dragged around by his roommate and stuff like that, but like I can't really, off the top of what I've seen, tell you what that dynamic is and what makes it special and what haven't I seen in another show because of that. And I think defining your characters a little bit more is useful.
We're giving you a lot, but you clearly have the ability to make stuff, and we can check out the other seasons. But
yeah, it looks great.
We're judging this against like Adult Swim programming. So
you've done a lot.
Oh, I mean, 100%. And this was made with 2 guys, like me and my actual roommates. So, I mean, if we had the backing of Adult Swim, even just a couple $100 an episode, and the fact that it's going to somewhere, I really think it could be something, and people do like it. And I did a bad job pitching it because I just found out about this like 30 minutes ago and signed in.
Yeah, you did fine.
Here's the thing: you don't need to pitch. You don't need to be good or bad at pitching if you make something, right?
Yeah, right. So I mean, yeah, the episodes are on there, so please take a look and shoot. Aside from this show, like shoot me a note if you're interested in just having a conversation. I'm in Culver City, so you guys are in LA.
Yeah, but we got to stay 6 feet away. So
I know, but like this is going to end at some point, and we're going to start production.
Not me. This is for the rest of my life. So I'll probably never see you face to face. But listen.
All right. Well, let's do Zoom call.
Kyle.
Thanks, man. We're gonna. Is Kyle John Blake on the board team?
I'd say so.
I'm gonna let you guys do that.
Why, Jordy?
Yeah.
I asked it, and then you're putting it back on me.
The Kyle John Blake and the Foxy. I think it would be above Foxy for me a bit, but I think it runs in the same vein of like it's middle of the road kind of thing, and it's not. There's nothing jumping off the page for me. So I'm very split, and I don't really care which one.
Oh, fuck.
Damn.
So
your care meter has hit the ground floor. Fuck.
I
You
think
got Jordy
either
over
one.
there pissed off at her own house.
I'm not mad. I'm just saying, I'm not mad. That's the thing. I'm not mad at it. I'm just like, both of them are kind of hitting the same. I talk with my hands too. That's why I don't like to be on video, because I talk with my hands.
You mean like with the knuckles? I talk with my hands. A dangerous thing. Yeah, I feel you.
Mm-hmm.
How does this board look?
That board looks pretty good. Oh man, it's almost over, huh?
Yep.
Oh damn, sure is.
How many did we get in today? 4?
We could get one more in.
Let's do one. Fuck it. We're going live. Fuck it. We'll do it live. This isn't live, guys. This is a pre-recorded
This
live
guy was
stream.
calling in like an hour before showtime.
Yeah, call it.
I'm gonna admonish him right here. Let's see.
Damn, you're gonna admonish somebody?
Admonish him
'Cause
sounds
you guys,
like a
I didn't even know you guys
band
were
that you
trying to get in
listen
the
to,
room
Eric.
because this guy was jamming it up. Soya.
Damn, black.
Tech friend. Hey, are you going to the Admonish Him show later? Me and 4 of my metal homies are going to meet up there.
I think that this is
Is that Jack's
like a performance.
All right.
Is it a monologue? That's weird.
We'll find out.
Sawyer, what's going on?
Early bird.
Okay. I
Don't
think
ever
it's
call
time
in
to.
that early.
Sawyer, shine the light on him already, would you?
All right, let's get someone else if he's not.
Yeah. Let's just.
Hello?
Yes. Hello.
Hello.
Sawyer, you're being sus, dude.
I'm sorry. For some reason, my webcam ain't working very good. All right.
That's a no for me.
Do you have a pitch?
Yeah. My show is called Trash Island Resort. It's
I like
a
it already.
About, I'm gonna drop a pitch on the chat.
The bit's making you hard to comprehend. Just so
And then is that like a PDF?
Wait. If this is going to be that guy with the big old anaconda wiener, I'm not clicking.
No,
Just kidding. I click on it every time.
That title, that's like not even a link. Okay, I think that is not a link
Yep.
that he sent. So
All right.
I don't know what to do.
Guess what, dog?
The tribe is
God
spoken.
damn it, Sawyer. I really
Call in
like
next time
that.
with
I
the
really
link.
like the title of it.
The title's fun.
Right.
Yeah, it was the best time here.
Call back next
I'll
week.
tell you
with the
about it.
Upload it
voice.
to Google Docs. Okay. Next.
Call in
I'll
next
tell you
week,
about it.
Sawyer.
Next. All right. You're out.
All right, we
You're
got
outta
enough.
here. All right. What do you think?
Bring one more. We
Wanna
can't bring
get
one more.
the blazer.
Yeah, fuck it.
Blazer?
This guy was blazing earlier.
Oh, I thought it was like he was wearing a blazer.
Oh yeah, Pierce spelled wrong. I like that you spell your name wrong. That's fire.
That's actually how it was spelled when I was born. Thanks.
Damn.
Oh.
What's going on, guys?
I know.
Cam-
I was making a
Cam
joke
feels
about
bad.
your parents not knowing how to spell Pierce. I don't feel
I
bad.
think it was like a mistake
Oh,
in the big book of baby names, but I don't know.
yeah, it's cool. All right, Pierce, what's going on?
Well, I want to talk to you guys about a cartoon that I've been developing in a couple different forms for a while called Space Monkey. The Astro Chimp of Alcatrazepam. I can drop the pitch with some that has some of the artwork or design ideas in the script if you want. The script is actually for a comic book, but
I think because we're running out of time here, I'd say the quickest thing to do is drop all the materials in the chat, but also just
Adult
kind
Swim
of
chat.
take us through it. Yeah, Adult Swim chat. Sorry, but take us through it as quick as you can.
okay. Well, it's about a space monkey named Caesar. It starts on a prison planet called Alcatrazepam, and it's basically like post Planet of the Apes. Like it's if Planet of the Apes went on, but the most brutal apes or the strongest apes were the ones that survived, and the chimps were the lower ones. I don't want to go into all the world stuff because there's a lot, but this prison planet, it's full of chimps, and there's one named Caesar, who is being experimented on. Is hyper intelligent compared to these other things, and there's conspiracy. It's basically an homage to old 70s paranoid Cold War kind of stuff. There's a lot of Soylent Green references, a lot of all that kind of stuff. But basically, he's in the prison. There's a cast of characters that go through it in three worlds. There's Alcatrazepam, Lysergia, which is a living mushroom planet, and Nirvana or Hell, whichever you prefer. And the Hell one is run by a huge cat. Wait, did I send you guys the links?
Nope.
I don't think we got him yet. But is this a comedy, or how do you see this tonally?
I think it would be pretty funny. Yeah, I mean, it's a satire of, it's a sci-fi first of all. I mean, it's a comedy to me in the sense that Futurama is kind of a comedy. It's not kind of a comedy. Futurama is definitely a comedy, but it's got it's a little more balanced out than that. I guess it's a little more. It's hard to explain. Let me just drop the links for you. That might give you a better idea.
Is it
What I'm going for. It's kind of a
serialized?
satire. Yeah, it would be. I mean, there's a saga that I have, but there's also the idea, the possibility of how should I put it? Doing like individual things. Like there's one comic I drew of it that's just the presidential debates of the monkeys, and it's just them literally throwing shit at each other. And so it could be like a Sunday comic thing too, separate world.
Listen, Pierce, I'm
Sorry.
really fucking with your energy. I don't know what it is, but you got what Laza would say, fast brain. And I'm curious. We're out of time, unfortunately, but we appreciate you sending the stuff. I honestly I feel like we owe it to him to come back next week and maybe get more time because I am interested. Seems like you put a lot of work in this. But
I've been basically, like I said, it's about a monkey and a big god cat who's controlling everything. When you really boil it down, it's about me tripping and looking at my cat and realizing that he's looking at a monkey. But in a lot of ways, I sort of think it's like Joe Rogan, the comic. I'm not even that big on Joe Rogan, but monkeys, time travel, space travel. It sort of seems like it fits into.
All right, now I've officially lost interest. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
I think you should call in.
Rogan head.
You should call in next week. You have to divvy up the money.
Yeah. Call back next Thursday at 5. We'll get you in, and we'll count you in the next week's board. But it's only because your parents didn't respect the I before E rule.
Mm-hmm.
Has anyone ever told you like smoke perp?
Like who?
You know what smoke perp is?
I don't, but I've heard a lot of.
I've heard a lot of rap.
I look like everybody.
All right.
All right, man. Call back.
Until next week.
Call it.
Sorry,
Okay.
you cut out. Pierce, call it 5 next Thursday PST. That's Pacific Standard Time.
I feel like the board is where we
like the
last
board?
left it.
Yeah. Are you okay? You feel like the board?
I feel like the board.
You look
stiff. Oh.
All right, let's divvy this business up.
Walter.
Why
Cannot
pause,
be pausing.
Walter?
Stop pausing.
That's harassment, Walter. I'll be contacting HR.
All right. What are we giving the Johnny show?
300?
Wow.
250.
How about you make it?
I could just make your mind up. Wow, that much?
Wow.
250. 250.
250? What'd you say, Walter?
150.
75.
100.
Yeah,
Wait, you
Jordy's,
said what?
Jordy's been nice and decisive
I was
on
just
these
trying to make
lately.
it interesting. I said 275 to make it a little interesting, but you
Okay,
stopped.
you get 275,
No,
125,
no, you know what,
75.
Jordy?
then.
No,
this
it's
is
too
nice
high.
and round.
Fine.
Jordy's fucking up the stream. All right, well, congratulations
I'm not
to the
fucking
winner. Eric, play your fucking solo that you made for the show specifically, like Mark Maron did in What the Fuckers.
Ready? If you left a release form, we'll have your contact info and you'll get money. That's my solo.
Okay, great. That's good to pass along. Did you guys hear Eric? If you guys want your money, please make sure you fill out the release form. And if not, see you back next Thursday.
All these people here, come back next week.
Yeah. Pierce, come back.
Wait, should I play us off with the greatest dive bomb of all time?
Yes.
Here. Actually, let me see. This is going to slow everything down, though. All right, hang on.
Yeah, your iTunes is terrible.
Ew, that thing's gross.
Dude.
Look at all his playlists. Like,
I'm embarrassed. Don't have to do this on our.
headbanger.
Oh, you can, that's right. You're seeing it.
This is nasty.
All right, let's get the hell out of here.
I wonder what music Eric gets recommended with an iTunes.
Here,
like
I'm going to
that.
play the song you recommended again.
Columbia House.
Eric still just Columbia House. It's like, yo, look what I got.
All right, say goodbye to the nice people.
Okay, tune in next week, 5 o'clock.
This
song. I'm gone. Big racks, they long. I'm hot now, I'm on. Said I wouldn't be shit, they was wrong. I'm out of there, I'm gone. Big racks, they long. I'm hot now, I'm on. Said I wouldn't be shit, they was wrong. Mo, I been had sauce, truffle. I been in my bag, duffel. Bitch, I'm a dog, muzzle. Always had to get it off the muscle. A nigga stay drippin', puddle. If a nigga hatin', then it's fucker. Bitch, I'm an animal, jungle. We put this shit together, puzzle. I just wanna stack my chips like Lay's, Doritos, and Ruffles. I'm always pop my shit. If a nigga talk crazy, then I swear we can scuff.